Hello, my friends. I hope you're all doing so well. My name is Mariah. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, welcome. If you have, a super extra warm welcome back to you. Get a little shimmy, the little flowers here. I'm gonna keep bumping into this one, but aren't they gorgeous? I bought them for Hekate. And that's what this video is about today. I want to share my experience working with Hekate. Now, I will say that, of course, if you've found me from my book or my other videos, you know that I am of the belief, and I share, and I wrote a book about the planet being the goddess who brings us life, and she is the one who animates everything. Now, she does have various expressions. One of her names is she of 10,000 names. So, oops, sorry. In my belief, we can access different parts of her, different flavors, you could call it, by accessing her different names and her different forms. So recently, probably for about, I don't know, maybe not even a week yet, I recently, like more than a week, I was kind of hearing the name Hekate in my mind, like Hekate, Hekate, like all these different ways to say it were just like running through my mind. And it's very subtle. If you're like me and you also hear voices, not like voices, but I will get these intuitions, you can call it, and they come in words in my mind. Essentially, that's how it works for me. And I'm sure it works like that for other people too. And it sort of happened. I was like, okay. And then I was like, okay, wait, maybe I should look into this and I should research her a little bit more and kind of get into, you know, what does she want me to know? Why is she like broadcasting her name to me? What is the information here that I can learn and use and share, really? And I had actually ordered this probably a month ago now, called Magica Hiera, Ancient Greek Magic and Religion. This is a series of essays. If you have an academic background like me, then you know what I mean. It's a compiled work with lots of sources, lots of footnotes, lots of really juicy information. And it's got like, I don't know how many, quite a few essays that are all different aspects of Greek magic and religion. And I bought this book because one of my Twitter mutuals, I think their name, I don't even know if it's a guy or a girl. I think it's like weird something Aeon. I don't know. If you want to know that account, just let me know because they always share really cool stuff. And so they'd shared this like snippets from one of the essays in here, and I read it and it gave me crazy dreams. And I was like, I need this. I need the full thing. And yeah, so I ordered it off of Amazon. I would really recommend this. It's really great, especially if you're into the ancient Greek pantheon, if you're into deity work, if you're into any kind of magic or dream work. Highly recommend. And I had flipped through it before, and I knew that Hekate was going to be mentioned in here. Like, she is ancient Greek magic, okay? She is that expression of the goddess that is called upon and used in these instances where people want protection or they want a means to an end or something like that, and then she is invoked. So I would like to share an invocation that I had said, and I said it first on my TikTok. If you want to follow my TikTok, I kind of post there probably more frequently because I can just take quick little snippet videos and throw them up. But with YouTube, I put a little more production into it. So this is from Incantations and Prayers inscribed on Greek amulets. Okay, so I'm going to start and then I'll let you know when I'm quoting. A spell in the Greek magical papyri highlights the problem that one faces when presented with prayers for salvation that seem embedded in an indisputably magical context. The spell, headed Charm of Hekate Arishkagal, against fear of punishment, was clearly designed to be used in the underworld, arguable, like the Orphic Lamellais discussed above, to protect against the punishments and daemons in the underworld. Okay, quote. If he comes forth, say to him, I am Arishigal, the one holding her thumbs, and not even one evil can befall her. If, however, he comes to you, take hold of your right heel and recite the following: Arishkigal, virgin, bitch, serpent, wreath, key, herald's wand, golden sandal of the Lady of Tartaros, and you will avert him. Aske, Kadaske, Eron, Orion, Eor, Mega, Semner, Bawi. You say that 3 times in this situation. Just that part 3 times. Phobantia, Semene. I have been initiated, and I went down into the underground chamber of the dactyls, and I saw the other things down below, virgin, bitch, and all the rest. Say it at the crossroad, and turn around and flee, because it is at those places she appears. Saying it late at night about what you wish, it will reveal it in your sleep, and if you are led away to death, say it while scattering sesame seeds, and it will save you. Interesting, isn't it? So to me, this is like, so what I'm always curious about looking at history and these ancient invocations is clearly something was happening. Like, you wouldn't just make this all up for nothing to happen. You wouldn't, it's not just like, that's why I think mythology is so valuable, because it shows real effect. You know, it might not always, and I'm sure there's myths that are just nice stories, but it has to come from somewhere, and there is impact. These words and commands essentially have impact with the goddess, and she shows up, and she is a savior, and she is a protector. And that's why I really love Hecate's form of being just like this fierce, wild goddess. And since working with her recently, I've received unexpected money. Yay. I've had a major boost in confidence, where I just feel like I feel like she is working through me in like a really good way. Obviously not in a bad way. You know, you don't want to deal with any sort of entity possession or anything, but this is like when I'm making a decision and I say something, it has more power, more oomph, and I feel that is her working through me. And I also, my fiance, he was just commenting on how, he was like, you look really a lot more beautiful than normal today. And I was like, it's because I'm working with Hekate, don't worry about it. And what else? Oh, I got a new iPhone. He actually bought me the new iPhone, which is fabulous. And it's funny because he had ordered me the gold one, which is kind of like more my aesthetic. And then when it came to, we went to pick it up, the guy had screwed up and got me the black one. And I was like, you know what? This is perfect. This is Hekate. To me, Hekate is black. She is purple and a little spooky. And that's why I bought these flowers for her. And when I saw the black one, I was like, no, it's fine. It's supposed to be like this. Like, she is just doing all these little things, like little winks and nods to me. And even to the other day, like I did a protection jar with her, which I did record on TikTok, and then they stripped all the audio. So I was like, you know what? This is protection. I'm just going to keep it private. But anyways, I was sitting outside. We have a big window, like a patio door here. And my fiance and I were sitting on the other side, and the door was closed. And I pointed, like, because you could see it through the window, I pointed to the altar, my altar, and I pointed towards the jar. I was like, hey, babe, like, I did this today. It's like, it's pretty cool. And then as soon as I pointed, one of the rose petals from here, I kid you not, just like moved and fell completely over. And Ruben was looking at me, and he was like, he almost went white. Like, he got really scared for a moment. He was like, babe, I don't know what kind of magic you're doing, but I'm scared. And I was like, okay, did that look cool as fuck? Absolutely. Was the timing really good on my part? Yes. But it was the air conditioning. The air conditioning was on and blew that petal at the same time that I pointed. So like, yes, that was cool as fuck, but I had to like calm my baby down and be like, Yes, I'm powerful right now, but it's just really good timing. That was the AC and I pointed and it moved and it was, yeah, I mean, or I'm just super magical, but I'm going to say it was the air conditioning because it is at that angle where the flower petals move around and that's pretty normal. What else? I've had a lot more people stare at me when I'm out and about, which to be fair is normal. But I found lately, like, people can't stop looking at me. Like, they will, like, do the kind of thing where it's like, and I have to be like what? Like, hello? You want to talk to me? You want to say something? Like, you want me just to, what? Like, so that's been fun. I like that attention. It's flattering to me. And yeah, I've just had this really crazy boost in confidence. I've also been doing mirror work with her, which mirror work to me is I will stand in the bathroom and I don't have any windows there, so I can make it dark really easily. And I'll light a candle and then I gaze into the mirror with the candle like right below me so it kind of like flashes. And I will soften my gaze and then look into the mirror and I do my best. Well, I'm not even trying not to blink, is that I don't blink and I just kind of like look and then you like soften the gaze and like it's like you know those books that we used to have as kids where it would be like one solid pattern and then you would kind of go like a little cross-eyed and then you could see this other pattern through it. That's essentially what you want to do when you're gazing into the mirror. And I just call on her. I just say, Hekate, reveal yourself, or Hekate, show me something fucking cool. And then my gaze softens and it's hard to like keep because sometimes it freaks me out, but there'll be a moment where like everything goes gray and I can like kind of see myself, but mostly I see Hekate as my form. Like I might see that I have like some dark hair and like kind of like a swoopy bang that I don't have. Or I might see like forms kind of around my head of energy. So that's really cool. I like to do that just for funsies, just to kind of invoke and feel that confidence and feel that magic of working with the goddess in that capacity, especially in the dark with a candle. If you have never done mirror work before, definitely recommend. She's also helping me get over my fear of the dark because I would probably call it chronic. Like since I was a kid, I've been terrified of the dark, like panic level 1000, you know? So she's been teaching me lately that I have control over the other beings that might be there. I can dominate them and I can tell them what to do and they can go to work for me. So that's what I'm working on next. But yeah, I wanted to share, there's another passage in Prayer in Magic and Religious Ritual. So the original Greek is in here, which is cool if you can read Greek. I can like sound it out. I'm not going to because it's all translated for me here anyways. So this is prayer to Selene or Selene for any spell. Now Selene is the ancient Greek word for the moon, and that's why we have selenite. It's named after the goddess, and she's a moon goddess. That's why it is so cleansing and powerful to work with selenite because it's like a piece of the moon. So yeah. So but the names Selene, and Aphrodite and Hekate are often interchanged. I found in like these ancient Greek prayers and epithets and things like that, because one of her names, like I said, is she of many names, and these are different aspects of her that we can reach. So yeah, so it's pretty long, but it's fabulous, and you're wanting to use it, feel free to go ahead. It's really beautiful, and it's really activating, I would say. Okay. Prayer to Selene for any spell. Come to me, O beloved mistress, three-faced Selene, hear my sacred chants. Night's ornament, young, bringing light to mortals, O child of morn, who ride upon fierce bulls. O queen, who drive your car on equal course with Helios, who with the triple forms of triple graces dance in revel with the stars. Your justice and the Moira's threads, Clotho and Lachesis and Atropos. Three-headed, your Persephone, Megara, Alecto. Many-formed, who arm your hands with dreaded murky lamps, who shake your locks of fearful serpents on your brow, who sound the roar of bulls from out of your mouths, whose womb is decked out with the scales of creeping things. With poisonous rows of serpents down the back, bound down your backs with horrifying chains, night crier, bull-faced, loving solitude. Bull-headed, you have eyes of bulls, the voice of dogs, you hide your forms in shanks and lions. Your ankle is wolf-shaped, fierce dogs are dear to you, wherefore they call you Hekate, many-named Mene. Cleaving air just like dart shooter Artemis, Persephone, shooter of deer, night shining, triple sounding, triple headed, triple voiced Selene. Triple pointed, triple faced, triple necked, and goddess of the triple ways, who holds untiring flaming fire in triple baskets. You who oft frequent the triple way and rule the triple decades unto me, whom calling you be gracious and with kindness give heed, you who protect the spacious world at night, before whom daemons quake in fear and gods immortal tremble. Goddess who exalt men, you of many names, who bear fair offspring, bull-eyed, horned, mother of gods and men and nature, mother of all things. For you frequent Olympos, and the broad and boundless chasm you traverse. Beginning and end are you, and you alone rule all. For all things are from you, and in you do all things, eternal one, come to their end. As everlasting, band around your temples, you wear great Kronos' chains, unbreakable and unremovable, and you hold in your hands a golden scepter. Letters round your scepter Kronos wrote himself and gave to you to wear, that all things stay steadfast. Subduer and subdued, mankind's subduer, and for subduer, chaos to you rule. Arara Kara Ra Epthiskari. Hail, goddess, and attend your epithets. I burn for you the spice, O child of Zeus, dart shooter, heavenly one, goddess of harbors who roam the mountains, goddess of crossroads. And O nether and nocturnal and infernal, goddess of dark, quiet, and frightful one. O you who have your meal amid the graves, night, darkness, broad chaos, necessity, hard to escape are you. Your Moira and Erinus, torment, justice, and destroyer. And you keep Kerberos in chains, with scales of serpents are you dark. O you with hair of serpent, serpent-girded, who drink blood, who bring death and destruction, and who feast on hearts, flesh-eater, who devours those dead untimely, and you who strike the graves and spread madness, come to my sacrifices, and now for me do you fulfill this matter. Offering for the right, for doing good, offer storax, myrrh, sage, frankincense, a fruit pit, but for doing harm, offer magical material of a dog and a dappled goat, as well as of a virgin untimely dead. So that's just a little bit from this book. I think that book is amazing. It's given me a lot of insight and a lot of really actionable steps that I can take. And I also, as I was reading that, I remembered that I did my whole grocery run. Like my fridge is pretty much freaking empty. So I went today and then I saw these beautiful flowers and my mom was like, God bless her. She was like, those are so expensive. And I was like, not really, but okay. And then I almost didn't get them because I kind of have that reaction to my mom sometimes. If she says like, oh, that's too much money, then I'm like, oh, I feel like shamey to buy it. But then at the very end, I went and I grabbed them and my total, I kid you not, was 333. And I was like, that is Hekate telling me that when I give her gifts, she is always giving back tenfold, baby. So yeah, let me know what you have worked with the goddess. I would love to know, because yeah, the goddess wants us all to express ourselves as our fullest, as much as possible. And a part of that expression is deeply, deeply loving ourselves, because that love that we have for ourselves and the confidence that we can exude from that place of love not only brings in opportunity, but it also brings in partnerships and it brings in relationships. And when you're in that healthy, loving partnership that I share about, and I have my free little manifestation course about, which I'll put down below, then you expand the frequency of love so much that it further pushes you to be more of yourself, to step into these next phases of your life with this person. I know that when I met my baby, I had started working with Gaia the year before, and it was like exactly a year later I met Ruben, and we've been together ever since. We're past 6 years now, and I love our relationship. Our relationship is probably the favorite thing of my whole entire life experience thus far. It's really powerful, and being in this relationship has allowed my relationship with the goddess to unfold and to blossom and reach new heights. And I don't know if it would have happened if I wasn't in this relationship, because I would have been looking for the relationship. So now that I don't have to look for a relationship anymore, I can really expand all these beautiful, magical parts of my life. And I can also share how I did that. And that's why I share so much about manifesting love, because it's really freed me from wanting it, because now I have it. And it's really everything I dreamt of and even more. And I do believe that by working with the goddess and asking for the goddess to support you in all ways, specifically with bringing in that partner where both of you are going to be better for it. Both of you are going to grow. You're going to create that bubble of love, that frequency of love that allows your life and their life to blossom even more. And that frequency, that bubble of energy, is so healthy to the planet that Gaia wants that for all of us. She wants us to be in these sacred, beautiful partnerships, in these sacred relationships, because to me, that's the whole point of life, baby. Like, yes, we want to express ourselves fully, but the point of life is not to show off on Instagram and to take photos and to, have all these superficial things. Like, yes, that is wonderful, but if you ask anybody who is super, super rich but still single, they would probably say that they want somebody to share it with. So when we focus on ourselves and bringing in the frequency of love, that invites in that person to share it with. And then when you're receiving all of these other wonderful blessings that the goddess gives, you can share these wonderful vacations. You don't have to take photos and just show it on Instagram, although obviously you can, but the point is love. The point is relationships. And if you are looking to explore love a little bit more, if you're looking to explore the astrology of this season more, I just published, I edited. I'm the magazine editor, but the wonderful publisher who also published my guidebook to the goddess, dear Gracie, I love her. She just published our summer solstice edition of the Northern magazine, which has a really fabulous article on Dali and astrology of right now. I have a little blurb about love in the beginning of my editor's note. Really, I feel the lightness from this edition. It is so fabulous. And the best part, it's completely free, and you can go back and download the other ones for free too. It's just a little pro bono project that Gracie and I like to do. She spearheads it, she gets everything together, and then I edit it, and it's really fabulous. And so we would love to offer that to you this wonderful summer solstice. And yeah, it is summer solstice today as well. So take some time to connect with the goddess. If you don't know how to connect with her, if working with Hekate is too much for you, I get it. It's a little intense at first, but just sit beside a tree. Gaia is wanting all of us to connect to whatever form of the goddess we feel resonates with us the most. And if you're brand new to goddess work, sit beside a tree. That is the goddess too.